For you, between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Here's Carter on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
This will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. It's Reed Blankenship making the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
At the 20-yard line.
Falcons into the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. From the red zone now. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
That's a gain of 3.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This a 39-yarder. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And all the way into the 2nd quarter, our opening drive ends in 3.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this return out of bounds.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp. All right, everyone, up. No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Space on the right. He's got room into the red zone. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Devin Tompkins to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to...
By man, he's in the clear. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46.
At Kayana_archive, she is my cute girlfriend ever.
About 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First down. A gain of 29 yards.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Now a handoff to Algier. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They go again with Algier. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Let's go.
Algier with another carry. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for Algier. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Penix working from the gun. Ball is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
We go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Going power with the big tight end. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
Here we go.
Algier, and he runs it across, touchdown. Push their lead to 3.
10, Eagles 7. Bradley Pinion set to
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
20-yard line.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to push the field. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Bradley Pinion set to
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Third and just 2 to go. They go to Barkley again. Makes a cut to the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 14, Falcons 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tompkins now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. They're working a couple yards past the line. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Algier running behind center. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. Throw here, 3rd down. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one's caught by Mooney. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Algier on 1st down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
32-yard line.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. A give here to Algier. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's third down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Falcons losing by 4. Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Let's go.
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Timberwolves.
Now Algier. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and out. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Algier will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in.
Bradley Pinion set
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Covey now to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No, touch that. Trimmer.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. It's intercepted! That will do it! And the Falcons make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Falcons will fly.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen going to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 72 yards. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Eagles nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180. Tiger Hornet.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Don't touch that. Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
A loss
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Open man has got it, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
63, 63.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Hurts. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Allen going to run with it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. They're all the way. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Eagles nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to...
Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
2nd and 10.
Brown 80!
Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great. Set.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Room here to run. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 81 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Eagles 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he's loose at the 40. Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Guys moving complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 214 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action with Hurts. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
First down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with a run by Davis. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air, Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Eagles 14. Tyler Bass to kick
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Eagles 21.
Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Back now in Buffalo.
At the 49-yard line.
It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's second and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. A short one there, caught by Granson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a lead now up to 14.
35, Eagles 21. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Round 80! What's that?
Left side, Cook. 20! And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 127 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll try the middle with Cook. That he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Next to score, Bills 42, Eagles 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
I'm about to